Hey guys, Tarek here, bringing you the December balance patch version 1.1 update. It was only 2 days ago that version 1.0 was announced, and apparently now it's actually available to download. So I might try and get some, I'll certainly try and get some casts of the patch on here, specifically in 4v4s and whatnot, but on my channel. But yeah, I may also try and organise some streams where I play the game. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, on to the updates. I mean, 2 days ago, 1.0, and now 1.1 already. Promising stuff. Okay. They must have had these changes in the works already, because they see they're in light of recent feedback. I mean, it's only been 2 days. Can't have been feedback in 2 days, really. Okay, Vermacht. They are making Battle Phase 2 tech more expensive and building the tech structure cheaper. Okay. And then Battle Phase 3 decrease in costs. So hold on, they're saying this does not increase the... Oh, okay, directly. Holy shit. So overall, going tier 4 is going to be cheaper, right? Oh, no. Oh, okay. Going tier 3, then tier 4 will be cheaper. It will be like about 50 fuel cheaper. About 100 manpower, 50 fuel cheaper. Going tier 3, then tier 4. But going straight to tier 4, skipping tier 3, will be the same. I'm guessing that's how it works. So, I mean, it's an interesting change. So they're moving the tech cost from Battle Phase onto Battle Phase 2. So yeah, maybe it's like a slight buff to going for tier 4 there, I think. We'll see how it works out. I mean, it's not going to be like a drastic change, but it will open up options. Taking at the moment, taking tier 3 then tier 4 is just so much resources to do both, and you just about never see tier 4 as a result. But interesting change. Okay. OKW. Stern Pioneers repair speeds. They already changed this, right? They already changed this, right? So from 3 to 2. So yes, that was the change they made previously. And now they're changing the veterancy. Okay, so the Minesweeper is changing to 25% rather than flat bonus of 1. So that's a nerf, right? So it's gone from 3 to 2, and then the Minesweeper is now adding 25%, so that's like 0.5 instead of 1. So it's getting nerfed like twice right there on that initial nerf, and then again on this Minesweeper nerf. But maybe they're adding a Vet 2 bonus. I can't remember if Stern Pioneers had a veterancy bonus. Right, okay. Well, it seems like Stern Pioneers are getting nerfed even more on their repair speeds. Okay, the OKW Panther having a 15 fuel cost reduction, obviously. That received a whole bunch of nerfs. So they're reacting to that by decreasing its cost. Probably a good change, but I mean, it makes you question. You know, this is what, 35 fuel more than a Panzer IV. Is anybody going to go for the Panzer IV? I don't think so, right? Like 35 fuel is like a bit over a minute. And the OKW Panther, you know, once it's got the machine gun upgrades, it's not that bad against infantry. So I suppose the Panther's going up in pop cap, but I don't know. It seems like to me the OKW Panzer IV probably needs a slight fuel cost reduction, but especially now compared to the Panther, it just doesn't seem to add up. Anyway, Combat Blitz is being nerfed again. So received accuracy modifier increased from 0.5 to 0.75, so it's going to be easier to hit. So yeah, previously when you activate Combat Blitz, the tank would be like harder to hit. So they're reducing that bonus by quite a lot. Like a big change. Okay, but they're buffing the reload speed. So, but I mean, but they already nerfed the accuracy. It gives you like massively. So overall, I mean, it's getting nerfed here. This is like a slight buff, but probably wouldn't compensate for the accuracy bonus. And now the speed on the Panther and the King Tiger is also being reduced. So Combat Blitz is getting nerfed even more. And I suppose it's kind of nerfing the Panther even more. I mean, the OKW Combat Blitz was insane. Way too good, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, it's changed. So it looks like, yeah, they're matching this one to be the same as the Wehrmacht one, so that's fine. But, yeah, I'm not sure about the speed change. Oh, well. I mean, it's not a... I mean, this isn't that big of a change compared to the accuracy change from version 1.0. Okay, Jackson. Okay, I talked about how the Jackson's going to be like super broken with the version 1.0 with the health buff, so it looks like they're reducing its moving accuracy. So this is like what the OKW Panther used to have, 0.65. So did they change the Jackson's? They just changed its health, right, and price. Yeah, I don't need to look that up. I'm pretty sure that was changed. So yeah, Jackson's getting nerfed. I think that's probably deserved as well. I think that's probably a good change. Rear echelon volley fire change. Received accuracy penalty from 40% to 15%. So I mean, nobody ever used volley fire. It used to be back in the day, volley fire, like in the early days of US forces. Volley fire was like really broken, and it used to be really funny as well. There was like a bug. You could volley fire, and if you had bazookas equipped, the rear echelon would like machine gun the bazookas like real fast. Obviously that got nerfed at some stage. But yeah, since then, I mean, volley fire got a lot of nerfs, and has been pretty much useless since then. Because yeah, when you activate volley fire, your rear echelons get a received accuracy penalty, which was huge. So maybe in like a one-on-one fight, like volley fire, sometimes you could activate it, especially if a squad was charging up to you and you were behind cover. That was like a situation where sometimes volley fire would be okay, but now I think volley fire will become like a viable option to use on the rear echelon, because yeah, that's a big change. So yeah, this is a reasonable change. I think makes sense, and it seems like they want rear echelons to be like more involved with combat, with the smoke grenade change as well. So yeah, this is a good change, but I still don't like the smoke grenade change being switched from rifleman to rear echelon. USF mortar smoke range increased. So I think this is like the same as every other mortar's range. 80. With US mortar has 65 range, shorter range, but you know, like faster pack up time, more mobile to kind of compensate for that. So yeah, it's smoke's going up, but the HE rounds are not going up in range. And then, yeah, it's not getting bonus range of v1, but it's getting a cooldown improvement. Yeah, I mean, the only person I've really seen use this mortar really well was Love Nest, honestly, with the smoke on this mortar. So maybe, I mean, that's a fine change. Maybe we'll make it a bit better of an option. The Firefly, this is not USF, this is for Brits, but it's down here anyway. They're changing the V3 damage bonus from 80 to 40. So this is similar to the Jackson. When you activate the high velocity armor piercing rounds, it gets plus 40 damage. So changing the Firefly to be more similar to the Jackson in that respect. But Jackson also gives bonus penetration. It's like bonus, about 20 bonus penetration. It's not a big deal, but so they're making it more similar. But this, on top of all the other Firefly changes, the Firefly is going to be trash. Not trash? Maybe trash. Maybe trash. Okay, here we go. Bug fixes. Crocodile main cannon will now respond to attack commands. So I think this is the cannon, not the flamethrower. So it'll actually like shoot at vehicles now instead of just randomly targeting whatever the hell it wants. So that's a good change. Fixed issues around the glider crash landing. And oh, the HQ glider can now rebuild the air landing officer if it gets killed. So I don't think I read anything about the air landing officer's heroic charge being changed. I don't think they changed that, right? So yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a good idea to rebuild the air landing officer because the heroic charge is very strong and it's basically like a 4-man commando squad anyway. So yeah, that's fine. Not a bad change there. Reducing the amount of unnecessary clicks surrounding stealth abilities by allowing the following units to move at their full speed when they have been revealed whilst the ability is still active. Raketin, Soviet stealth, AT gun stealth, so it's like the one in shock rifle frontline. The camo anti-tank gun ability there. Jagdpanzerfaun looks. So yeah, it's a good change. I often find myself, like, where's my Raketin? Where's my Raketin? And I'm trying to bring it up, and it's been like revealed by a unit like on its way to the front lines, and then it's like crawling around. So this is a good change. This is going to make it easier to maneuver these stealth things, especially after, it's like the Jagdpanzerfaun and the looks have received quite a few, or the Jagdpanzerfaun especially, have received like nerfs to their camouflage. So they're kind of like making them a bit more functional now as a result of that. And this was like very rarely used anyway, so good change there. Half tracks can now carry the majority of team weapon teams. So yeah, I think previously this change was aimed for the full balance preview. Previously, only the austere half track, the 251, could carry heavy machine gun teams. I think no other half track could, and none of them could carry mortars. So I think they're adding half tracks, all half tracks. Maybe not the 250, the call-in one from those two austere commanders, but all other half tracks at the very least will be able to carry weapons teams. So that's good. Half track play is very hard. It requires a lot of micro, and you don't see many players use it apart from the Flamer half track for austere. So they're trying to open up some more options to make it more viable, and especially with like changes in like 4v4s with forward retreat points and stuff. Maybe now half tracks will be a more popular option for ferrying units to the front lines on those really like long retreat path maps. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Model 24 stun grenades. So this is from what, like elite troops, or it's the concussive grenade on Stern Pioneers. They get it at Vet 3, I think it is. Stun squads are immobilized. For the duration of their 5-second stun. So does this mean you can't retreat whilst your squad is stunned? I hope that's not what it means. I really hope that's not what it means. Because at the moment, stun grenades are very hard to dodge, because it seems to be if one model gets hit by a stun grenade, your whole squad gets stunned, right? So it makes them very hard to dodge. And stun grenades are already very popular in the meta, so I don't know about this change. Obviously fixing team weapon breaking, whatever, that's good. But yeah, I'm not sure about this. Maybe if they increase their cost to compensate as well, because I think they're what, like 25 munitions or something at the moment? Maybe even less than that, maybe 15. Pretty cheap. So yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound too good to me, but maybe it's different to how I'm reading it. Target weak point. So this changes the mode of operation for Stug-Gs, Pack, Pumas and the Elephants. Target weak point should now only fire one shot, but the player has more time to aim the ability and can be used on the move. Target weak point now lasts for 10 seconds or until the unit fires its last shot, or its first shot, while using this ability. Activating the ability forces the unit to reload before being able to fire. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever tried to use target weak point on Vet 1 pack, but it's very hard to use. Like, often you activate it. I think it does have to reload, or no, it retargets it. I think the pack. So, and it's got a very short window. I think it's maybe like 5 seconds, or maybe even slightly less. No, I think it's 5 seconds. So they're changing that to 10 seconds now for it to shoot off a round. So it'll probably make the pack target weak point more responsive. But is that going to make the pack target weak point too strong? Are they going to maybe change that to be the same as the Strug one now, where it's like a turret jam rather than a stun? Because it's good that they make it, like, you know, more responsive, but yeah, it's strong, man. Being able to stun a tank somewhere for 5 seconds or whatever it is, I think it's 5 second stun, is very strong, especially because target weak point gives you, I think it's guaranteed penetration, right? I think it gives you 1000 penetration, which is more than the armor of any tank. So yeah, it might be too strong. I mean, I think it's fine on the all the vehicles, but might be too strong on the pack. And I don't think it's really going to impact the elephant too much, because the elephant one always felt quite responsive to me, similar to how the Strug one used to feel like way back in the day before they nerfed it all the time. So yeah, those are the changes of version 1.1. Probably overall not as I don't really like the changes as much as version 1.0. I mean, this change is fine. Stern Pioneers getting their repairs nerfed even more. I don't know about that. Panther fuel costs going down by 15. That's fine. The Blitz change, it's like whatever. Not really too big of a fan, but whatever. Jackson being nerfed, yeah, has to happen after all those other buffs. Rear Eastland Volley Fire, good change. UC Smoke, good change. Firefly getting even more nerfs, probably going to be shit. Oh, so okay, now that I look back over the changes, there are some good ones. So yeah, version 1.1, some good changes, some bad changes, but there you have it. And I'll wrap on that, guys. Peace out, and hopefully get some casts of this patch very soon.